and that would be a collar or a topical.
The type of product you choose to use depends on yours and your puppy's preference.
Okay, I'm gonna demonstrate for you how to apply one of the topicals on Bella here. You make sure that you part the fur, and you're going to apply the product directly onto the skin. So you want to put that product right down there on the skin, not on the fur.
And one thing to remember if you have other pets in the house:
some of these products can only be used on dogs, and it is imperative that you not put them on cats. It can be fatal.
And don't forget about the kids.
Because you don't want the child to go over right after you've applied the topical to the dog and pat the dog, and then they could put it in their mouth.
So if you've got dogs, cats, and kids, you must read the instructions on the box carefully and separate them for at least 12 hours if it says to do so. So remember, prevention is the most important thing. You should always talk with your vet about your options for your puppies. Scott?
All right, thanks. Ah! That's a flea. I think my whole house is infested with fleas. Hi guys, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
This is the cast of Hair. They're at the Bushel. Bob, our director, went last night. He said the show is phenomenal. So we're very excited that you guys are here. And of course, I don't know if you know this, or you don't know this because you know anything about me, but good morning, starshine. That's my favorite song ever.
Yes.
And it was on Sesame Street in 1969.
Really?
Yeah, and it was like,
awesome.
I was watching Sesame Street and that song came on. I was like, oh my God, I love the song and I'm gay. So it was so exciting. This is really cool. All right, so you guys are performing Hair. Give us a little Emmy Raver Lampman.
Yes.
And you are, what is your role in the?
I am in the tribe.
You're in the tribe.
Yes.
And it's a tribe. It's about a group of people, a group of kids who are experimenting with sex and drugs and
Finding themselves. Yeah.
And we actually have a little video. And it all takes place during the Vietnam War, and
Yes.
you're kind of rebelling and just finding yourselves, right?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
do you know, were you any of you born for the Vietnam War?
Oh, yeah.
You're so
Absolutely not.
I smell
Lies, all
malarkey
lies.
from under your feet. All right, so the show runs at the Bushnell through May 1st, and we really want you to go and check it out. It's even if you don't like Broadway musicals, the songs that you will hear are
They're
classics.
classics.
Let the Sun Shine, The Age of Aquarius, Good Morning Starshine. I mean, it just keeps going on and on.
Hard, yeah.
And you are going to perform for us today, the opening number, which is Aquarius,
Yes,
right? All right,
absolutely.
so without further ado, give this nice group of people a round of applause.
When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planets and love will steer the stars. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius.
Harmony and understanding,
Sympathy and trust abounding.
no more falsehood or derision.
Golden living dreams of visions. Mystic crystal revelation. And the mind's true liberation.
Aquarius.
Aquarius. When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planets and love will
guys. From Colorado, from South Carolina to New Jersey and New York. We want to thank you guys so much for coming in. Your next stop is where after the Bushnell?
Schenectady.
Schenectady!
Yeah.
Going to go visit my Aunt Louise. But check them out at the Bushnell. They are there through May 1st. Tickets start as low as $17 to hear this talented group of performers. Give them a call. Check it out. We'll be back. You're watching Better Connecticut.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome you back to the Better Connecticut show. I'm Lawrence Welk.
Well, what are you doing? That's the official count. All right, so this is Recipe of the Week. It's Alessa's first time making a recipe.
I'm not messing this up.
Do you know how to cook?
No.
Do you know, seriously, does she know how to cook, family? She does
They're
know how
gonna
to
say
cook?
yes, they want it. Of course.
What's your favorite? What
Microwavable.
Microwave. In Russia, what did you have? What kind of?
My mom makes really, really good cakes.
Really good cakes. All right, very
Delicious
good.
desserts.
Was there anything like lamb or beef? Was there anything more prominent in Russia that you guys made?
We ate everything.
Did you eat waffles?
No.
Okay, waffles.
Waffles we did not eat. So
All right,
here we go.
We're gonna make waffles today for you, and they're saying that we can't screw this up. Ladies and gentlemen, here at home, here's what you need: 2 cups original Bisquick R mix. Oh, that's the trademark. I'm reading the prompter. Okay.
You do this. 2 cups of that.
How much is in here? 20 ounces. All right. So
like leave a little bit in the
All
box.
right. All right. 2 cups.
1
There
and a
we
third
go.
cups of milk. This is already pre-measured for us.
Isn't that nice?
I think this is
Okay,
one.
I left a little in there. Okay, we have 4 minutes. We're doing
Here,
good so far.
you can do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, so far we have the Bisquick in
Here, take
the
this.
bowl. How about a round of applause for the Bisquick in the bowl?
Just put
1
throw it in.
egg. All right. There goes the milk. The egg is going in.
2
Okay.
tablespoons of this.
2 tablespoons of that. Oh, look at this. I have measurement things. That is 1.5 tablespoons. So put that in there. 1.
And then,
Okay, right there. Okay.
oh, page
Now
2.
what?
We have a 2-page recipe.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Stir.
Stir it. Okay, here we go. All right. I think we can do this.
I think so too. I'm gonna take this away from you just because I have a feeling.
See if there's any chocolate chips in the refrigerator. We'll throw those in as well. All right, so this is it. Looks pretty simple, right? You don't think we can mess this up, right? How many of you think we can still mess this up? Yes, many of you are raising your hands. Yes, thank you very much. Oh, look, we're gonna add some chocolate chips.
And what are these? Peanut
Look
butter
at
chips?
that, nice, right? And these are
Peanut butter.
peanut butter chips. We'll throw those in. These are special waffles. We're
I like
adding
this
to the
job.
mix. Don't be eating the props.
2 minutes.
All right.
You're working very hard.
Oh my goodness. Okay. We flip this open. Okay, wait. We gotta coat this with oil. We need a rag or hang on a second. Oh, spray oil? Do we have that? Do we
Somewhere?
have that kind of spray oil?
Ham? Something?
Here we go. I got it. Olive oil. Ready? Okay. Now we
just
pour it
blob this
in.
on?
Don't pour a lot in because it
Don't
has to
pour a lot?
spread out.
Okay.
'Cause-
God, I've never seen you work so hard on a recipe of the week.
Look,
Are you trying to impress me?
how long are you going to take pouring that out? It's a little thick. It's too much. All right. Pour it out there.
There we go.
Oh, look at that. Right? Okay. We put that in there. And we close it up. And okay, and now through the magic of television, we talk. Hello, how are you? Wow, how uncomfortable this is while
Well,
we're
how much
waiting.
time do we have?
How much time do we have?
1 minute.
Okay. How long is this supposed to? Is this on? Is it on? Seriously? Oh no! Oh no, it's leaking! Oh no. Oh my God, it's coming out all the. This looks like the blob.
Smells delicious.
All right, hang on. Oh, it tastes really good.
It's raw.
Okay, it's raw. It's better.
Not pretty good. There you go.
Oh,
You can have that one.
I feel bad for whoever this is. Who owns it? It's Christina. I'm sorry, Christina. One of our APs.
Oh, Christina, I'll clean it, I promise.
All right. Do we wait until something happens? All right, let's look at it and think deep thoughts. Oh, waffle with all of your nooks and crannies. I know you want to be an English muffin in time for the royal wedding, but you cannot. You need to be a waffle. Oh, waffle, make me proud.
Thank you.
Okay, do I lift it?
I say it's smoking.
You think it's ready?
No. Why'd you put so much batter in there?
I told you that was... All right. Look at that.
Yes. Well,
Right, hang on a second.
you taste it.
Look at that. All right, so this is it. This is how you make a waffle. You go buy a waffle maker, you put whipped cream on it, and you suck it down. All right, here we go.
I'll just...
Whoa, what's this? What's wrong?
We'll be right back.
All right, Marcia Clark made headlines, as everybody knows, the prosecutor in the O.J. Simpson murder trial. That was 16 years ago.
I can't believe it's been that long.
You were 4. All right, now she's written a book, and recently she's come to Connecticut, and our own attorney, I realize that you're an attorney now, you bigwig, Eric Parker was able to talk one-on-one with her all about it. Take a look.
As she sits before audiences on her book tour, Marcia Clark hopes to transform right before their eyes. She knows when she sits down, she's inevitably that lady from the OJ case. By the time she's done talking, she hopes to be Marcia Clark, author. She's found, just like the scales of justice, it's a balancing act.
People want to refer back to the case, and I want to talk about the book, but I understand. I mean, it was a big event for everybody. You know, me too.
In 1995, Clark was the infamous prosecutor assigned to the murder trial of the former football star. The prosecution of O.J. Simpson took a huge toll, personally and professionally. In fact, it was her last case as a prosecutor. She quit soon after Simpson was acquitted. In the 15-plus years since, she's been busy trying to get out of O.J.'s considerable shadow.
The Simpson trial was not representative of anything real as a prosecutor. It's a completely off-the-wall case. All the circumstances were bizarre. I wanted to write the truth about prosecuting, which is really a wonderful story.
This is Clark's first published fiction. She wrote several other manuscripts, but had trouble finding a publisher who would take her seriously as an author. Guilt by Association tells the story of Rachel Knight, a hotshot young prosecutor in L.A., cast into a high-profile case that becomes a firestorm. Sound familiar?
I like to think of her as she's younger and smarter and hipper and cooler, and she has a much more exciting life than I do, which is why I'm jealous of her. But she has all my flaws. She's stubborn, she's impulsive, she's rebellious, she's got authority issues, which is kind of odd for a prosecutor.
While the main character is a Marcia Clark clone, the story strays far from the Simpson saga. It reads like a walk through the criminal statutes. Nearly every crime on the books is in the book.
It's murder most foul, it's extortion and blackmail, child pornography, rape, street gangs are involved, and the most nefarious of crimes of all, which is office politics. So there's everything, and of course there's a budding romance.
Which every book needs.
Of course, you've got to bud a romance.
Clark says she still keeps connected with the law by doing pro bono work on some criminal appeals cases. Still in the game, she has a simple goal as an author: to get the law exactly right.
I cover courts here, and sometimes when you cover courts, you know, you sit through long, proceedings and things like that. Did the details bog you down?
I try not to let them, and that's more of a challenge. You know, when you don't ignore the rules and just say, screw it, that's not fun, if you do that, that's easier. But I find you actually get inspired to write a better story if you try to accommodate the obstacles and show a way around them. That way you have preserved the truth and the reality of the situation, and yet made it entertaining too.
Though O.J. certainly attracted the hot lights of the national media, the case came at a time when CNN was the only major cable news outlet and Twitter was still a decade away. Recent high-profile cases here in Connecticut attracted dozens of reporters, many live tweeting the action and broadcasting stories on dozens of cable and online outlets. We wanted to know how Clark thinks O.J. would have been different in today's world of instant media. We were surprised by her answer.
Actually, interesting you should say that, because with Twitter and all of these outlets, it could be much worse. But I think because people are so aware of the problem of letting cameras too far into the courtroom, it's better. In my case, they were right outside the courtroom door. They were in the hallways, they were in the bathrooms, they were everywhere. Not anymore.
These days, Clark hopes the public will be interested in her once again, and she hopes her writing will captivate lovers of crime novels who want to hear a tale from someone who's been through it firsthand.